Sterling is pleased to offer options for you and your employees to manage your COBRA accounts online. Once you are logged into the Sterling website for our COBRA account management, you will see the landing page with an overview of your employer account. Clicking on the Home tab will always bring you back to this page. From here, you can view all the contacts you have set up for access to this web portal. To make changes to this section or any other section of our portal, please contact your assigned Sterling account manager. In our COBRA system, QB stands for Qualified Beneficiary, meaning the employee who is benefit and COBRA eligible. The QB Plans tab will show all the health plans you are offering your benefit eligible employees to elect through COBRA. If you click on the plan name, you will be able to view details about the plan and its current and prior rates. Clicking the OK box will always return you to the full list of plans. You may disregard any references to sections under the heading SPM, as that is a function that is not related to COBRA and not utilized by Sterling at this time. The other tab on this landing page that will be valuable to you is the Communications tab. This section will show all correspondence that has been sent to the employer or any other company contacts you have set up. You may download and print copies of these notifications. Correspondence related to individual employees will be located within their record. Now that we have reviewed the sections that show how your company COBRA account has been set up with Sterling, we can move on to how to enter a new Qualified Beneficiary, or QB. A QB is a benefit-eligible employee who has either terminated employment or lost eligibility for your group coverage for other qualified reasons, including life events. The easiest way to notify Sterling when an employee has lost their coverage is to use this online portal. This must be done within the federal guideline of 30 calendar days from the date the employee has lost coverage. Just click on the green plus sign next to the text "Add a new QB." This will start the step-by-step wizard for you. Please note that in our COBRA system, any field that has a red box around it is considered a required field for you to complete. The first tab, labeled General, will ask for demographic information about your employee. If you have previously entered the employee's information when they newly became benefit eligible as part of our optional services, there is an option to load much of the data into this wizard rather than entering it a second time. We will cover the optional services in a separate section of this presentation. Once you have entered all required red fields, click on the Next button at the bottom of the page. You are now on the Event tab, which asks about the reason for your employee's loss of coverage and dates of employment. You may always answer unknown for tobacco use and payroll type, as well as disregard the box for legacy QB and then click on the next box to continue. The Plan tab will allow you to choose from the health plans your company offers by clicking on the green plus sign next to the text "Add a Plan." You will be able to select the plans and coverage levels for all of the health plans your QB was covered under at the time of their coverage loss. Please click on the Insert button to add this plan to the employee's record. This tab will also show you the projected start and end dates for the employee's COBRA period. Once you click on the Next button, you will be on the Dependents tab. This will allow you to enter the information about any dependents of the employee also eligible to continue to be covered under COBRA. Only the name and type of relationship of the dependent are required unless the covered dependent resides at an address other than the employee's address. If the dependent resides at an address different from the employee, you have the option to add a second address for their mailing of COBRA information required by law. The mailing must be sent to the proper address if you have knowledge of separate or multiple addresses. The next tab covers any premium subsidies you may wish to provide to your employee. This is totally optional and at your own discretion. Some employers may offer to pay for some or all of the COBRA premiums for a period of time as part of a severance or separation agreement with that employee. If you are paying a subsidy for this employee, click on the green plus sign next to the text "Add a Subsidy Schedule." You may designate the length of time, a flat amount, or percentage of premium that you will be contributing towards the cost of COBRA continuation, and even designate different subsidies for different health plans. And you are almost done. The next tab shows any state or policy-specific inserts that you would like to include in order to be fully compliant on the state level. The state refers to the state the employee resides in. You may click Finish here, as the final tab is only used by your Sterling account management team. You are now finished, and Sterling will pick it all up from here to ensure your employee receives all required notifications and services for their COBRA coverage. Once you have entered QBs, you will be able to view their status and activity at any time through this portal. Simply click on the search button to view all active QBs or enter the demographics of the individual that you are searching for. From here, you'll be able to update their mailing address, view the information you entered in the QB wizard, see each payment your employee has made for premiums, and view and print copies of all correspondence that Sterling has first-class mailed to the qualified beneficiary. There is an optional service that you may purchase as an add-on to our standard COBRA service that will cut down on some of the data entry. Part of an employer's responsibility under the COBRA law is to provide benefit-eligible employees and their dependents with an initial notice of the rights under COBRA. The law states that the plan sponsor of group health plans must give each employee and each spouse of an employee who becomes covered under the plan a general notice describing COBRA rights. The general notice must be provided within the first 90 days of coverage. The COBRA statute disclosure regulations require that notices must be furnished using measures reasonably calculated to ensure actual receipt of the material. First-class mail is recommended, and that is the method Sterling will use if we provide the service for you. We will also keep records of all mailings in case of an audit. You may contact your Sterling COBRA account manager or sales rep about adding this feature to your plan and the cost associated with it. Should you elect this service, you'll use the option on our web portal called NPM or New Plan Member. You may enter a new plan member by clicking on the green plus sign next to the text "Add a new NPM." This will launch the two-step wizard to have a COBRA initial general notice to be mailed to your employee and any covered dependents. Remember, only the fields outlined in red are required. If you have multiple addresses for covered dependents, a separate NPM will need to be entered for each mailing address. The law requires that you send this notice to family members who are eligible for coverage and reside at an address other than the employee's. As an option, you may enter HIPAA certificate information, but it is not required at this time. HIPAA's certificates of coverage are usually issued at the time a person loses their group health coverage and serves as proof of the group health plan coverage to their new insurance carrier. Once you click on the Finish button, the notice will be mailed the following business day, and you will be able to see a copy of the letter under the Communications tab on the NPM record after the system updates overnight. From here, you may also initiate the Add a QB wizard, which will pre-fill some of the demographic data by clicking on the button labeled Clone NPM to QB. We hope this overview and tutorial demonstrates how easy administering your COBRA plan can be with Sterling and our employer web portal. If your company has a large number of employees or high volume of transactions, Sterling can also work with you to set up electronic file feeds to help eliminate much of the data entry. Please ask your assigned Sterling COBRA account manager or sales representative if you have questions. We look forward to continuing to provide a Sterling COBRA service to you and your employees.